time of the week again. Prepare yourself for the surveyors of sauce, the sultans of spaghetti, the whispers in your ears. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What's Your Spaghetti Policy podcast. Now, here are your hosts, Alex and Jacob.
Can you name the 4 Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
I'll give you a bonus point if you can name the 5th turtle. The canonical 5th turtle.
The mechanical fifth turtle.
No, the one that is canon.
Okay,
Because
so-
they tried to make one. They've had a couple iterations where there has been a 5th turtle, but like in the comics there is a 5th turtle.
Benefit turtle? Oh, okay.
Been a 5th turtle.
Oh, okay. I thought
mean-
it was just a benefit turtle. Like that was like, hey, that's his name. He's a benefit turtle. He's just like a little turtle. He gives you benefits. There's Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Leonardo.
Look at you.
And then
Very
the
proud of
fifth
you.
one is it the chick one? Is that
It is a female, yes.
And her name is Candace.
Jenica.
Candace.
We
Dick
call
fit
her
in your mouth.
Jen.
Got him, dude. Let's fucking go. We got
We-
it, boys.
We call her Jenny.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Who's Jenny? What's her power?
Jenica.
Yeah, what's her power?
Well, she was a member of the Foot Clan, and then she was dying because Splinter takes over after they kill Shredder, and then they do like a transmutation of like blood, and it turns her into a
Wait.
turtle.
Okay. Splinter takes over after Shredder.
Mhm. You fucking cut his head off, dude.
Okay. But Splinter becomes a bad guy? I thought he was the rat that
That is a
spoilers for like a 90-year-old comic, you know? Like
no. This is the last run that went 150 issues, pal.
cool, I guess. Neat. I don't know why
it's-
turtles that just never caught on
Dude,
with me. You know?
Dude, let me just tell you something about turtles. All right, I'm gonna tell you something about turtles. You ready? I'm gonna tell you something about turtles. I grew up loving the Ninja Turtles. All
Yeah.
right, Ninja Turtles, Batman the Animated Series, X-Men, cartoons. Like those, that was my introduction, and the toys were my introduction before I started reading comic books.
Okay.
Those that was my gateway into comics, and I've always liked the Turtles, and I would say that I've always liked the Turtles, but it is not until COVID that I like love the Turtles. I found like this weird fountain of youth, new world fangled appreciation for the Turtles,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, man. Like I fucking straight up love the Turtles now. Like it's
I mean,
crazy.
It's cool. Don't get me wrong.
They're
neat.
so fucking cool.
But I just like
It just and like it's crazy because there's a lot of iterations. Like
Yeah.
you know, there's because you had
I
watched
like the one on Netflix or Nickelodeon. It's the one the new
which one? The new one. I do not like the Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
No, it's like not the 3D animation one that's like weird. I'm talking about the one that's like done almost like in the Spider-Man like in the
2003 one.
I don't maybe I don't know, but
Dude, that one slams.
one of them. The new it's
Dude.
new-ish, I guess. Like
It's not new. It came out in 2003, but then like the one that's 3D was the third animated series basically, and
it's
then
like
there's
the
a
hard pitch to like kids because it doesn't look
well,
very good,
yeah,
but-
and there's the new one that is like a spinoff of the movie, which I don't love. I don't love the new Turtles. I don't hate it, but it's not my Turtles.
Is it the one that makes them kind of like dopey almost like?
Yeah, it's the one that Seth Rogen did. I don't like it.
I don't know. I thought the movies were good.
It depends which movie.
The ones that came out with Megan Fox. I thought they
No,
were
those
good.
are god awful, bro.
They were honestly they slapped, dude. They were good.
God awful, but that's not.
I feel like they
doesn't matter.
encompass all of what the turtles are. Like they just like
No,
like,
the thing is
pizza,
those
you know?
those original movies that might have been like the first real movie that I recall seeing as a child. Is the live action?
that's
90s.
the one where they like are in costumes, right? Like they were
Yes,
like legit
yes.
in costumes and
with Vanilla Ice in it. Yeah,
Yeah, okay, yeah.
that
I've only seen
because
clips from those.
because the first one was 1990, so I'd have been like 3 when I was old enough to see it. So 3, 4
Yeah.
on VCR, dude. VHS,
yeah, dude,
not
because-
on VCR, on VHS in a VCR.
Do people like so when you took a VHS back to the movie store, were you supposed to rewind it? Like was
Yes,
that,
be kind, rewind, bruh.
but I mean like at the same time, I feel like that should be on the video store. Like that's your like you
How-
put it in
why?
a little machine and it rewinds it for you, right? Everybody has
It's
one
just
of those.
comment. All you had to do was literally when the movie was over, fucking hit the rewind button. It takes
Yeah,
like 2
I
minutes.
mean, sure.
You go throw something in the trash and it's done.
Yeah, I guess.
It's listen, it's the same thing as a shopping cart. You don't have to put a shopping cart back.
That's fair.
You're
Yeah,
just,
you don't.
but it's just courtesy. It just the difference
They
between being a
pay
piece of
people
shit
to do
human
that,
being
you
and
know. That's what I'm saying.
no, they
Like,
don't.
I
I
mean,
mean, they do. They pay people to gather them and to bring them back inside, not
now
to go
you
fucking get them in
force
the parking
me.
lot.
You force me to put a quarter in it, and to get that quarter back, I have to take it back. Yeah, I'm incentivized.
And it's a great system there, Aldi's.
Yeah, dude, you guys are doing great. But I
You know
mean,
what? It's not an American company, so it's probably
no, it's
not
not.
so good.
Honestly, yeah, dude, it slaps. Germans know how to do grocery shopping, but I mean,
Thought
look
it
at
was
turtles.
Swedish. Thought it was Swedish.
No, it's German. It started in Germany.
Aldi.
Aldi's.
All these nuts in your mouth.
Got him
Got
again. Let's go,
him.
dude.
Let's go.
But no, like I don't know, like the turtles. Okay, so explain the turtles to me, like real quick, because they don't have superpowers. They're just giant turtles.
They're mutants. They're
Like,
mutants.
They're just giant turtles, and they know karate.
Okay. Teenage. Here you go. Ready? Teenage.
Yeah.
So they're teenagers.
Okay, got it. Check.
Mutant. They're mutants.
Yeah, got it. Okay, so they're part of the X Men.
They're ninjas.
Okay. I mean,
And
well,
they're-
that's
and
like
they're-
loosely, you know. They
and
call
they're
themselves
turtles.
ninjas. Okay, yeah.
They practice in ninjutsu, dude.
Yes, but I mean, I don't
But
know.
also, much like comics, there are iterations and different.
When do they get
reason-
superpowers?
They don't get superpowers, but like
Or-
there's depending on, you know, which iteration you like depends on how it like varies on how they got it, how they got the
Is it
ooze
Ronin,
on
like,
them.
It's super dark or whatever. Like the other three
It is,
turtles
yes.
are dead. And, like,
it-
it's like Raphael or somebody. Or
Here's the thing, I like The Last Ronin.
Yeah.
I think it's already been milked to death.
Mhm.
I would love to see a video game with The Last Ronin, and even a live action movie is fine, but I don't need everything to be that. You know what I mean?
Like dark,
Like that is,
broody, like
yeah, like that's fine for what it is, but I have not read anything past like the first one because like I know there's like the new Turtles, there's like 4 new ones that come out of that, and it's just like I'll stick with the OGs.
Yeah, I feel like anything coming out now that's like the new Turtles feels like it's just like, hey, here's something else we want to try and sell you on. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't feel.
Well, I mean,
very genuine.
Nickelodeon has the property, so they got to make a lot of money. But this is not
Yeah.
supposed to be Ninja Turtles podcast.
Yeah. Anyways,
anyway.
yeah.
I was
That's our off.
I was just playing my little toy, just playing my
Little toy,
rafter.
man. Hey, you gotta get joy where you can. You know, you gotta get joy where
Yeah.
you can, especially like
Yeah,
when you got a bunch
we're
of shit
bringing,
going
dude,
on.
bro,
Yeah.
the vibes, we're bringing them this week.
They're here this week, guys.
They've
Thanks for
been-
showing
they've-
up.
They've been down a little the past couple weeks, but it's okay. I mean, how could they not be, right?
Ebbs and flows, like roller coasters. You know.
You know what? Here's, I'm gonna bring back a segment. Ready?
Okay, got it. I'm ready.
Hot take. You remember hot takes?
Yeah.
Was
yeah,
that what it was?
We did a whole era of like hot takes at the end of like.
We almost did a full episode of like hot takes.
Did we?
Mhm.
Yeah, I know that we had that. We were gonna bring the controversial era. We did that for a little while.
Yeah, it's sort of like what it was.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Here's go hot take. Okay.
I want you.
Hot
Are
take.
you ready?
Yeah,
I want you to get
ready.
ready for this.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my seat. Okay.
I don't think
Okay. Just leave it.
that's it. No, I don't think that there are many, if any, jobs that require 8 hours of constant work.
True. I wholeheartedly agree.
I just don't think.
I
I just don't.
wholeheartedly agree. I don't feel like there is, because I mean, technically speaking, there isn't, right? Because you get an hour for lunch, a 30-minute lunch, you get 15-minute breaks in between. So yeah, like I think there's
I
not a
mean,
job out there.
Now, someone's going to be like, well, actually, there's a doctor that could do an 8-hour surgery. Okay. One day doesn't do 40 hours straight surgery. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, again, I
He's gotta
said,
sleep. You know.
I'm sure there are some, but he's not that doctor or that neither he or she. They're not doing that every day.
Yeah.
They're not doing that every day.
No.
And it's just like, so this idea of like, well, show up 20 minutes late. Who gives a shit if you get your work done?
That's that shit. I think we've said it probably a
Yeah,
bunch of
I know.
times, but it's like it should.
That's no
literally-
goddamn liberal thinking. You're not grinding.
Literally, what
I
is
don't
the
give a
point of a
fuck.
job if not to get it done? And if you show up, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's what you do.
If I show up in the last hour of the day and I get all the work done I could have done in that 8 hours, like, hey, buddy, I did my job. I worked my 8 hours. Like, this is what you hired me for, you know?
I think the argument is that, well, we're paying you per hour, and it says, okay, then just pay everybody's salary. Just pay your base salary.
I am salaried, so it's okay. Right.
Well, I'm
But
not.
there are times like
I'm not. So
yeah. But that's the thing. It's just like it's one of those things, buddy. It's hey, you pay me if it's not on me. I did the job requirements. We both signed a contract which said you were going to pay me to do X, Y, and Z. I do X, Y, and Z. It doesn't matter how long it takes me, how quick I get it done.
sure.
I do feel for those people like that work. What is it? It's not hourly, but it's like it's no way. Is it hourly?
Salary.
You get paid by the hour, right?
That's
Or
me.
no?
That's me.
No, what is the one where like you get paid no matter if the job gets done in 10 minutes or 2 hours? What is that one?
Salary.
Okay, that one. Yeah. I mean like hey,
That's you.
yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. I don't know where it's going. But no, your hot take is correct. I don't think it's a hot take. My hot take.
Yeah. That's your
Yeah,
hot
dude.
take?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I agree.
I'm gonna put a cut right there, so it looks like I said something really bad, and that's gonna be so
Okay.
funny on my end. It's gonna be hilarious.
Here's another thing that annoys me is like when you, I mean, there's a long list, but specifically
Yeah.
just for this episode is when like you go to the doctor and they prescribe you medicine and then you like tell them your pharmacy and then your pharmacy calls you.
Yeah.
Right. And they're like, they call you and they leave you a message and then they call you and they leave you a message and they're like, come get your shit. Come get your shit. Come get your shit. You're going to get it or we're going to throw it away. If you don't come get it right now, we're going to throw it away.
Yeah.
They like
Are
bug
gonna
the
throw it
fuck out
away,
of you.
though? Yeah.
Right. Like if you don't come pick it up by this day, you're going to have to refill it. Then you get there and they're like, we don't have anything for you. There's no medicine for you.
Yeah. Burn that sword out.
Actually, wait. It's going to be a 15-minute wait.
Like yeah.
No.
You called.
You know what I mean?
So many
Oh.
times. What are you working on? Like, did you hand it to a gremlin and he like ran off with it? Now you got to make it again. You know what I mean? Like, what is going on here?
That's the future of automation, dude.
But I don't know, man. I always make sure that I have to like call and get my meds. Like basically, like they have to send it in 3-month batches, right? And then, but you can't get the other 2 batches until like it's time. But then it never automatically like subscribe. And it's like I have to every month I have to be like, hey, I think my meds are ready, and they're like, yeah, we're getting started on that. It's like, can't you just make it to where like it's hey, time 30?
Because yours is a
30 days.
narcotic, right?
Yeah, it's a narcotic, but at the same time, it's like, hey, make it a little bit simpler. I'm not being illegal with it.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that?
Yeah, I'm like one
Again,
of the only people probably not abusing this drug. You know,
we
like,
have
come on.
talked about it. Just it's like being punished for the fucking sins of others. It's like I understand that there are checks and processes and stuff, but it's like at a certain point, maybe it's a narcissistic way of thinking, but it's like I'm better than all these people, so like I should get a better treatment.
I mean, yeah,
Because
like that.
you know what I'm saying?
It's
It's like
Yeah.
I'm not a piece of shit, so don't treat me like a piece of shit.
but then how are they gonna know you're not a piece of shit? You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like
My
I feel like-
track record.
I mean, yes. Also, but it's like also like pieces of shit probably say that already. You know, like hey, I'm not a piece of shit. But it's like
Yeah, I know.
But then it's like okay.
Again, but like where
Oh.
that, so I understand the checks and balances. It's just like, can it be a little bit more consumer friendly? And I just mean that in total, like just you know what I
No,
mean. Like
because-
you call because like we've had to call the insurance a couple times because you know
Yeah.
as I elaborated last week, I understand that the onus is on us because it's like our house, our floor's been ripped up, we
Yeah.
don't have a kitchen, the insurance doesn't want to pay for anything. Okay, cool. But like I should not have to call and talk to a goddamn automated machine and like the automated machine doesn't understand us. So then like you get the frustration of like press 1. What you did. And it's just like, can I just talk to somebody? Like I'm
Yeah.
already fucking annoyed that I have to spend all this money and I don't have a fucking kitchen and I've had to deal with all this bullshit. But again, we have talked about it. That's what they bank on. They bank on you getting annoyed so that you give up.
Yeah, but then it comes back to like, why am I paying for this service if like ultimately they don't want to pay, and then like it's like they're just waiting for me to get annoyed and quit and say I'll just do it myself. You know, it's like paying somebody to show up to do a job and then they do go
And they
really,
don't work
really
8 hours?
slow. Yeah, they go really really slow, and then you're just like I'll just fucking do this myself, and they're like okay, but you're still gonna pay me. Like no, it's not. It shouldn't be how it works, dude.
I've had a faucet leak, right?
Mhm.
I talked about it last week, and it is crazy the amount of damage that does. Just a little leak, if it goes unnoticed, And so, we got our kitchen remodeled in 2019 and full remodel, and half of that is gone now because one leak of,
Yeah.
and like, then you start to think back and you're like, I bet this is when it was done because like, I had all my pipes replaced, and then we had the garbage disposal replaced, and then like it broke because we got a faulty one, and then so they gave us a new one, and like I was like all these things, and then like you notice like inside the cabinet there's that like little, basically like the little cock ring that goes on the bottom that like
Yeah, dude.
it wasn't fastened. It
Damn.
was just like free floating. So like all the water's going to go underneath it rather than like puddling on top of it. It still would have leaked regardless,
Yeah.
but it's just like, why wasn't that installed? And how long has this leaked? Yeah, well, long enough to where I have to replace two full cabinets. We had them come in here. The repro people came in and like tore off the new tile, and then they had to tear off the underneath, and then the subfloor, and then they had to go under, and then they'd replace like insulation, all this other shit. It's just like, dude, it makes you feel like you've done something wrong
Yeah.
as a human being. But like my thing is, it's like, okay, like I guess like it's at the end of the day you have to blame somebody, and it's like, all right, I guess it's our fault. But like I don't think that it is an acceptable part of being a human being that I should have to worry about every fucking time I turn on the water in my faucet, that I should have to start checking for leaks.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a fair agreement.
No,
I
because
don't
then
even
you
think
get
that's a
into the realm
realistic
of like
expectation.
being like, I mean, like
Then you be,
anxious 24/7. It's like constantly, okay, so like
it's
every
like then you don't
time,
turn your lights on because you're afraid the spark's going to set your house on fire.
yeah, but then you have to turn them on because like, what if they aren't working because there's fucking a spark going on right now? And like, how do I
Right.
know? And then it's like,
Right.
yeah, man, it's to live like that, it would just be insane. But then like that's what they want. That's what they want because they
Yeah.
want the excuses, like being like, oh, well, you didn't. Oh, you didn't. How did you not notice this? And then they guilt trip you into like thinking like it's your fault. And it's like, buddy, I woke up this morning, right? I had a cup of coffee, and I dropped something down under the cabinet, and just lo and behold, got lucky and felt a little drip, and I like, investigated, and that's how I discovered it. Okay, had I not dropped something that day, would never discovered it. So it would have just
And
been
it would have gotten worse.
it would have gotten worse. So it's like to sit here and think, or to make me think like I did something wrong. Like, no, fuck you, buddy. This is called life, bud. And I pay bukus of money to you to fix this kind of shit. So fix it.
I am not going to sit here and claim to tell you that I know how to fix insurance because I don't. I am here to tell you that there has to be a better way. Um, I think that the idea of what insurance was meant for is fine.
Mm-hmm.
It's just over time it has become so gross and such a for-profit like career, that it has totally lost its way. Because here's my thought. Okay, I'll even meet you halfway and say that I understand deductibles so that you are not just claiming just such like these little frivolous things every time you have to do something. But I will turn around and refute that and be like, it doesn't fucking matter if I want my insurance to pay for a new fucking faucet because I already pay you $400 a month
Yeah.
because I'm paying you money. And maybe for every policy that you have as the insurance broker, you retain 5% of everything that comes in. Okay, fine. That's the deal. 5%. So no matter what, you get 5%. So then I don't think that I should have to pay a $4,000 deductible to access my money, my bucket of money that you've had for 10 years that you have accumulated that's just sitting there.
Yeah.
It's my money. And if
I
I
need
want
it
to
now.
use
Yeah.
yeah, and if I want to take it, there should be no penalty to the fucking person paying the money.
No. Yeah. Especially to
Especially
somebody who's
insurance.
continued to pay your premiums, continued to pay into that bucket, etc. And it's just like it just becomes the
Because
point where it's like,
what
okay,
is this for?
what are we doing? Yeah, because I was talking about it. I was just like, okay, so you're telling me I'd be better off instead of giving the money to you, just putting it in my own bucket, and then if something like this happens in the future, just take it out when I
Well,
need it.
here's the thing. So we got a quote for the two cabinets. We know what it's going to cost them to because they're custom built cabinets. We know what it's going to cost to build them and install them. Okay, and like now I'm just sitting here thinking about, okay, so that's X amount and it's still not met our deductible. Okay, so like I'm keeping tabs on like how much all this shit's going to cost and whether or not it's better to just like
because at the end of the day, like, okay, so that $4,000 means that if I don't meet that $4,000, then I have no reason to have paid into this insurance program, that like this insurance scam that I'm a part of. You know what I mean?
because
So
they told us how much money our policy had and how much we were allowed to not allowed, but and like, dude, when you talk to these people, and it's like you've got a claims adjuster, and then you have another person who's like an on-site adjuster, and like he lives in Atlanta, and he wanted us to FaceTime him. And we're like, no, like if you want to come see it, you come up here.
Like, and it's every step of the way. Every single one of these people that you talk to, they're not.
Are
your
trying to
friend.
trip you. They're trying to trip you
trying
up.
to look for any single. It's like I literally. I was telling you the other day. I was
Inconsistencies
like,
in your story.
that the one thing that Incredibles did right was the fact that like when Bob Parr was an insurance a person, it's like that guy, the CEO. That is every single person that works in the insurance industry. Like that's every single insurance CEO. Like that's exactly how they think. It's never about you. It's never about helping you out in your time of need. It is 100% a for-profit business.
Here's the thing, and we had sort of talked about this on, not you, but like I talked about it at the comic shop about this sort of thing. And part of the problem is like, because back in the 90s, back in the 80s, somebody has a fender bender. You guys could like settle it and be like, hey man, like listen, like whatever, like here's $200. I'm sorry,
Oh, shit,
you know what I'm
get
saying?
on my beer for a second. Let me write down your information.
Yeah, and
that
like,
kind of thing.
and I do, and like people were able to solve problems without a third party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, I did, and that's not always a fact, but like now, no one, you wouldn't even think, like if you like rear-ended somebody, like you would first
Oh,
ever
my
like
life is over. Yeah, great, cool.
yeah, because the person's gonna be like, oh my back, because everything has become a scam, and it was so there's that whole thing. But I do think another part of the problem is that you have people that deal in insurance, people that work in the healthcare field in collections and billing, and they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And it's not their fault, but they
That's
don't
it.
get paid.
Yeah.
They don't get paid enough to give a shit, and they see the money that the CEOs and the presidents make of their fucking company, and they're getting fucking pennies. They don't give a shit. And you have people that are just trying to survive the day, and that,
Hey,
we could just
we were supposed. We're bringing the. It's turning around. We're bringing the vibes. We're bringing the
All
vibes. Shake it off. Shake it off. It's okay. Don't
All
get
right.
upset. Don't get.
I got questions.
Hey,
So
okay,
anyways,
okay, go.
I got it. Ready? This. Here we go. All right. I got some open-ended questions for you.
Oh,
Okay.
hell yeah, dude! I love open-ended questions because where are they gonna go? You don't know. They're open-ended.
Right. We'll start easy. Something we've sort of
What
discussed
are-
before.
Okay, real quick. What are close-ended questions? Is like a yes or no answer? Is that like a close-ended? What is open-ended? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what that means.
Meaning that it's open-ended, meaning it's open
Open-ended
for
interpretation?
discussion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Discussion. Okay, gotcha.
Meaning
Okay.
there is no right or wrong answer.
I'm good at these.
Okay. Is cereal soup?
Sure. I shrugged for people on the audio only. Like I shrugged like I guess so.
Yeah.
My open-ended answer to that is if you want it to be. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was an easy one, but here we go.
Okay.
What color is each weekday in your head?
Okay, I got you. I got this one. All right. You go first. I feel like I talked too much.
You go.
First.
No, you go first. I asked the question.
Okay, I appreciate it. Monday's gonna be blue, obviously. I feel like I got that
Okay.
one pretty good. Sunday's kind of giving me like a.
Why are you going backwards?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going by kind of the vibes, really, of it.
Okay.
Sunday's gonna give me like, I don't know. I'm in between green and red, just because one, those colors are the same to me, but two, I'm getting like red because it's like man, Monday's coming up. Be careful, but green because it's like. You don't feel like you have a whole lot of obligations going on Sunday. Like I feel like a Sunday is one of those days where a lot of people don't schedule a whole bunch of shit because it's green, so like wide
That's
open.
the day of rest.
That is, yeah, biblically speaking, that is the day of rest, and we're not allowed to do anything. So thank God, literally. Anyways, Tuesday is definitely giving me like magenta vibes, right?
Okay.
Because it's kind of like loosey goosey, loosened up. You got yourself away. Wednesday, I'm gonna go black with Wednesday. Just because, like,
Yeah, Black Wednesday.
yeah, dude, it sounds
It's the worst day of the
metal.
week.
It is.
It's the worst day of the week.
It's
I hate it.
I don't know. It could be the best day, worst day because it's like you made it up the hill, but at the same time, it's like fucking. It's the middle of the gross ass week. Thursday. Thursday, I'm gonna go with like, what is a non sequitur color, like a white, it's just kind of like there,
Okay.
Thursday's kind of there, so it's cool. It's a
Okay.
background. Friday, obviously gonna go with like a yellow, like a very happy color, like a yellow color. Like I don't know what's a color that's happy to you. Would yellow be that?
Blue.
Blue? Oh well, I already used blue for Monday. Like it's a sad blue though.
Okay. Like a
Like
light blue.
like a baby, like a bird's egg blue. Is that the one? Robin's egg blue. There
Robin
we
egg,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. Saturday. Oh, dude, Saturday's a hard one. Ooh, I don't know, man.
Yellow.
Yellow, like caution, but also like fun. I got like a slide in my throat. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember the
Okay.
colors though, but yeah, those are it.
Black, or I'm gonna go. Yeah, Wednesday's the worst day of the week for me.
Yeah,
Because you're 2 days removed from the weekend, and you're 2 days out from the weekend. It's just the fucking worst. And like mentally, lately, Wednesdays has just been my trigger day where I'm just like I've had enough. Like
yeah.
I've hit my limit of the
Tapped
week.
out. I'm tapping out.
I'm tapped out
I'm
on
tapping out.
Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Um, I've never had a big issue with Monday, but okay, so Black Wednesday, I'm gonna go with like I'm gonna go with like an orange on a Thursday.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna
It's
go
like a
with
warm orange. Like, is it just kind of like
it's just
like
again,
a slow down kind of orange? Like we're getting
it's
there.
like a cream, like a creamsicle.
Ooh, dude. Okay,
Like
that's
that.
solid.
That's
Yeah.
that's the color I'm thinking.
Ooh, that's nice.
Friday's like a teal,
Okay.
like teal Fridays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because teal is your color. Yeah.
Teal's my color. You could also do that for Saturday, but I feel like pink for Saturday,
Okay.
like a light pink on Saturday.
Yeah, hot pink, like girl summer kind of pink. Yeah.
Yeah. You could do I'm feeling like a dark purple on a Sunday.
Okay. All right.
Um, and then I think you get like a soft red for a Monday. Still has the Monday vibes. It's kind of slow, but like there's
Yeah.
danger because it's like, ugh, I gotta start the week.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday, I think we're gonna go with like brown.
Okay. Like shit brown. Like just like fucking shit brown for Tuesday. I dig it. Yeah, I like yours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an inner voice? And if so, is it your voice?
Um, like, is it like? I mean, yes, I obviously have an inner voice. I feel like I speak to myself internally a lot. Like, there's a lot going on a lot of the
Sure,
time.
same.
Is it my voice? Yeah, I guess so. Like, yeah, it's.
You
I
don't
taught.
speak in accents to yourself?
I mean, I do, but I'm allowed to in my head, so you can't incriminate me. It's my own head. All right, I'm allowed to speak in accents in my head. All right, and no, they're not all like racist. But okay, so there's a question for you: Are all accents racist?
No, I don't think they're all
That's
racist.
weird though, right? Because like we know the accents that we can't do, right? We all know them. Like, and one, they've been done throughout history in which have been used in negative ways. Obviously, like that does make them racist.
Yeah, but if you speak in an English accent, it's not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you speak an English accent, that's fine. Italian accent, that's fine.
No, Italian accent can
Italian
get.
is getting there. Like
You get-
we have because I mean I do think that like with the Italian accent, I think with brain rots in particular, with this new generation of kids and like the shit that they're going with, like they are literally making like racist sounding words for brain rots, and it's like okay, but like you can't do the like Italians
Zoe
get
did
there.
it. Zoe did it. She has an Italian voice. She likes to go around and walk around like this. She's like,
Yeah, like,
"It's a
that's fine.
fromage. It's a
yeah,
fromage.
spaghetti, meatballs.
It's a spaghetti meatballs."
Yeah, and like that's fine. But then when you
That's
get
cute and innocent.
yeah, when you get into like the hard like Italian sound, it's like now you're just being me. You know what I mean? Like it's like getting
Yeah.
there. But like Italians like kind of on the fence.
You can't really do an Asian accent.
Asian accents are kind of out, guys. Sorry, I don't know if anybody's out there doing Asian accents anymore, but they're out. Don't do it anymore. Like this is a podcast on accents.
And unless you're an Asian,
But
doing an Asian.
I feel like that, like an Uncle Roger kind of situation where like he's,
Ruckus?
Uncle Roger.
Ruckus?
Nobody. It's Uncle Roger. It's like the guy who did the fried rice, whatever. It's a character he plays. I didn't realize this until I saw him like not
I don't
do
know.
the Uncle Roger.
I thought you were talking about Uncle Ruckus from Boondocks.
Specifically,
Uncle Ruckus, no relation.
he can absolutely do the accents. Okay, he's allowed. I feel like, That show was borderline. It
It makes
towed
you
the line.
uncomfortable.
It does make me uncomfortable just because. But it was like honestly, they're allowed to. They're allowed to do that. They're allowed to make me feel uncomfortable.
Did you know Riley and Huey are voiced by girls?
That's crazy.
One girl specifically.
That's crazy, man. Good job.
Regina King.
Good job, Regina. You did great. What else? What else? What other accents are there? You could do like German, a Germanic accent. That's fine. Dutch, Swedish, like all those like Norwegian countries. Are they all Norwegian?
So you're basically saying that
Nordic.
like if you're
Nordic
if you're
countries there.
white, you can say other white country and do other white country accents, but if you can't do other.
Yeah, I think that's about what I'm going with. Like, yeah, yeah. Is it Italian? Is that white? Is it like a white with seasoning or
I'm
what is
not
that
touching.
bad? No, I mean like
Not
I don't
I'm
know.
not touching this.
I'm being for real. Like I don't know. Like I feel like
I'm not
it's like-
touching this.
Okay,
I
fair,
think we
okay.
should move on.
Okay, yeah. Let's move on because I don't know.
White with seasoning.
They have great food. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's where I was going with it. I don't know if anybody else took that out of context, but
Now you're gonna be self-conscious the rest of the podcast. Which kitchen utensil do you feel most connected to?
spatula for sure. Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. What I only know the spatula. I'm gonna be honest. The tongs, maybe.
There's forks, knives, spoons.
Oh, those are all utensils.
Yes.
I think I mean like cooking in general. The cooking utensils.
I just said utensils.
Okay, that's fair. Spatula probably. Yeah, I'll go with spatula.
I'm gonna say fork.
Hmm.
Very useful, but like sharp. You can use it you can stab, rough around the edges, but very useful.
Okay. Oh,
So
yeah,
me.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I feel connected to a fork.
I just like spatulas.
I feel like at the end of the day, outside of soup, you can use a fork for anything.
You can use it for soup. You can still use it for soup.
You're not gonna get any broth.
It'd be fine. You go fast enough, it'll stay on there.
You just pick it up and drink it. Here's a good one. How many pigeons would you need to see inside of your house until you start to question that someone is putting them there on purpose?
At least 2, I guess. I don't know.
My answer was 3 immediately.
Like 3 definitely because it's like first one, second one, like they come in pairs.
First
so
one,
I'm
you're like, there's a fucking pigeon in my house.
we have 2 pigeons that like are like they're a group most of the time. So we got it didn't come through the last 2 times you did it, but like there you go. Okay. I feel like it's kind of cutting you out. Zoom is at least where it's like cutting you out a little bit because it doesn't know if you're making sounds or if it's like an actual bird. But they come in pairs. It's like, yeah, definitely 3. I feel like, okay, there's no way that like 1 pigeon, sure, maybe flew in the house when I had the door open or something like that. And I didn't
2
see
is
it.
like, holy shit, there's a door open.
2 is crazy. Yeah. Like they're getting in somehow. 3, something's up. Something's up. Now 4, I'm calling the authorities. Okay.
I'm like, okay, there's clearly an open hole somewhere that
Yeah,
is
but then
accessible.
it's okay, but then that is what I'm saying. Like, but so it's like technically speaking, our answer isn't 3 or 4 because at this point we're still trying to make excuses for like, okay, there's obviously a hole somewhere. So
It's
it's
a
like
good point.
So it's like 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I know. I said I was like I had to have to carry on the numbers, but like 10 or 11 different birds, in there.
I feel like okay, so 3, you're like, there's a hole in here. I think if you get to 5, you're like, someone's fucking with me. Someone's doing this on purpose. Someone has
Okay.
left.
Here's my thing. 5 pigeons, I get them all out of the house. If there's a 6th pigeon that shows up, absolutely somebody's fucking with me. Yeah, because I cleared out all the pigeons. There's no way that they found their way back in there. Like I'd be able to figure out with 5 pigeons, especially. Like you'd be able to figure out like there's gonna be a trail of shit somewhere that you're gonna be able to follow and find the hole. So like I think 5 is probably about the round number. Like 6,
I do not have an answer for this, but you do.
Okay.
Which Minecraft block are you?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would argue. Ooh, man, that is a good question. I'd probably say like crying obsidian. Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
because it's like you think that there's gonna be something special in it, and then you just easily break it, and it's like, oh, this is crying obsidian. This is worthless, and I'm like, yeah, it's me. I'm crying obsidian.
Fair enough. If you could make any inedible object edible, what would it be?
Okay, but is it gonna kill me? Because technically speaking, you can make any any inedible object edible, like to a certain
Sure.
degree. Like you can't if you can chew it at some point. Yeah. Um. Ooh. Okay. I like this. I like this question. I do like this question because it's like I have had a lot of thoughts as to like, man, if only this was edible. And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with deodorant. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go with deodorant. Just
Okay.
because like there have been a lot of times where I've seen deodorant. I'm like, that would be really cool just to like go all the way out with it, all the way out, and just take a big bite of it. But it's still no. But that's the thing too. Is like okay, so we can make it edible, right? But does it taste good? Does it taste like deodorant still? Like
I
is
think
it
the implication is that like it's not gonna kill you.
okay? I think we should add to the question. Be like, okay, what would you make it taste like? And white chocolate. That is my answer.
Okay. All right.
What about you?
For me, Nidos.
What?
Nidos.
What is that?
Nidos?
Yeah, what is that? Oh, the squishy things. That's right. The little things
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, absolutely. Yeah. Those would be fun to bite into, man. Like
I know.
if you turn it edible, but it also gets to stay like the same
Yeah.
consistency.
Like
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, you'd be ripping into one of those. I want to do it already. And it's like I have,
right?
man.
Zoe's hit an obsession, and apparently, like it's like you can't. They're sold out everywhere. They're like the new Pokemon. You can't find them anywhere now.
Yeah, dude. They need
They
to
have like
get
they
on
have
this
all sorts of
story.
shapes and sizes. Like she has one that's like an ice cream cone, and it's just like whatever. Um, how many raccoons could you realistically fight off?
All of them, dude. One at a
Realistically,
time or like at one time?
at one time.
At one time, I'm going at easily 20 to 25 raccoons. Cause like I can kick and punch pretty fast. So like I think I can handle myself against 20 to 25 raccoons. You get up in the 30, 40 range. Now I won't lie to you. I don't know what that looks like in terms of like mass and like how that looks like coming at you. If a herd of like 20 raccoons charges me, if that's bigger than I anticipated, probably gonna go down pretty quick. But you know, what is it? Dunning-Kruger effect? What is that? Like you say you can do something and then you can't. That's probably a lot of that right
The
now.
Dunning-Kruger effect is essentially you say therefore it is basically,
Okay, yeah, definitely that
or it's
situation
like
right now. But
it's the more confidence you have, the more you think you're correct.
it's like me with a bear, right? Like where I can, we joke about it.
Right?
Like,
Is
yeah,
that right? That sounds right.
I don't know, I feel like googling it,
I'm I,
but
I'm gonna Google it, but it's
like me with a bear. Like I feel like yes, we joke about it, and I
a
do think
cognitive bias where individuals with limited knowledge or competence in a domain greatly overestimate their own proficiency.
okay, yeah, that's exactly what's going on right now. But like until I see what a herd of like 20 to 25 raccoons looks like coming at me, I don't know what is a group of raccoons called? I want to look that up. That's my question.
Swarm.
Group of raccoons. What's that called? A gaze or a nursery. That's cool. Gaze,
gaze.
Gaze, not Gays. Okay, so it's not like a bunch of raccoons. A gaze of raccoons
Yeah.
is on its way.
Good for you for clarifying because people would assume
Yeah,
since you're
Well,
homophobic and racist.
I had that whole Italian comment earlier, apparently. So it's, I don't know if we cut it yet or not, but I'll let you know if I feel anxious about it.
No, you'll be fine. For me, maybe 10.
10 raccoons? You don't think you could take on more than 10 raccoons?
Underestimate, overestimate, underplay, right?
I guess. I don't know, man. I think you can take
I
on
don't
way
know.
more than 10. But then
They
again,
got
it's
they
like,
got they got rabies and shit, so one bite.
yeah,
you're
that's the
done.
thing. Misconception is people think that like possums are the ones that carry the rabies, but possums actually, if I'm not, I want to Google it real quick. before I
You're
start saying
correct.
it out of
Yeah,
my ass, but like,
yeah.
I think that they're possums
They're immune.
to rabies. Is that real? AI, tell me. Not 100% immune to rabies, but they are highly resistant. So,
Yeah.
but a lot of people mistake that like raccoons are cute and stuff like that. But no, they're fucking riddled with rabies or other nefarious diseases. So,
AKA trash pandas, AKA the
Trash.
Tennessee state animal.
so you should absolutely get yourself a possum because they eat up to like 1,000 ticks a day or something like that. It's like crazy the amount of like ticks they can take care of. So get one of
God,
those.
they're so ugly.
They're
dude.
adorable, man. They're like so
They're
ugly. They're
so
cute.
ugly.
They're babies. Have you seen a baby raccoon, man? You look at a
Yeah.
baby raccoon and tell me, or
Kill
baby, sorry, baby possum. You tell me that it's not the most adorable creature you've ever seen in your life.
Kill it with fire, dude.
Adorable.
Pick two unrelated things that have the same energy.
Me and a possum. Just because I'm thinking about possums now. But
Okay.
what's yours?
Um, Disney adults and older Nintendo fans.
Ooh, that's fun. That's a good one. That is a good one. That's a hot take too, as well. Like, yeah, dude. And it's like, hey, no shade to Disney adults out there. Okay, I get it. Some of them do
Ian's
take
gonna
it too
get so
far.
pissed.
Yeah, dude. And like the same thing with the Nintendo people, they do take it too far, guys. It's okay if some things
It's
Nintendo does suck.
it's the this company can do no wrong
Yes,
mentality that I just like I can't.
because spoiler alert, every company out
And
there can do
because the
wrong.
thing is like if those dedicated people, those Disney adults and the adults that just like grew up and love Nintendo, if those people actually stood on principle and stood on business, they could make real fucking change within those companies, but they just allow those companies to do whatever because they just accept what they do.
That's how we ended up with Scarlet and Violet, the Pokemon games. Yeah,
It's
I said
how
it.
we ended up with a lot of things,
Yeah.
pal.
Unfortunately. So, guys, stand up for
So,
yourselves, okay? Come on. You
yeah.
deserve better, all right? You got any more?
If
What you got?
that's all my questions.
Okay.
But I do have more to bring to you.
Ooh, I had an open-ended question for you, but you go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you
Go
go
on.
ahead. I don't want to derail you, dude. You go ahead.
No,
You
you're
go.
good. If it's an open-ended question, go ahead.
Okay, I appreciate you. Do you think it would be okay to like if you were gonna eradicate a species, what would you eradicate? That doesn't sound as good as I want it to sound because I don't want.
It has to be like a specific species, right? And not
Yeah,
like
like you could like if like, is there anything out there?
mosquitoes.
Okay, all right, but then if you take
Mosquitoes.
peel the onion though, what happens if you eradicate mosquitoes?
Nothing.
I feel like you destroy a lot of the ecosystems, right?
Based on what? Do you
There's a
think
lot of
that there? I don't.
ecosystems that
Is there anything that just eats mosquitoes?
frogs,
No.
bats.
They eat all bugs.
Yeah, but I mean, like that's like a majority. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like while we hate mosquitoes and they do
They're
cause a lot
spreaders
of
of
death,
disease, dude.
they are spreaders of disease. They are like literally pestilence embodied. But I feel like that is one of those like dominoes holding up the tower of dominoes. That I feel like if you pull it, like yeah, it might be okay, but it might not be.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
think so.
I was trying to think about it too. I don't. Other than humans, I feel like you could take humans out and it wouldn't do anything to like the. Because that's the thing, man. If you take humans out, if you eradicate the human species, I feel like things only get better, right?
Not for humans.
I mean, yeah, but that's the thing. We're out of the equation, so it doesn't matter. What gets better for us, right?
Okay.
Because look what happened with COVID. What happened with COVID? Whenever all the humans stopped doing things,
Did they?
fucking nature came back, right? There was dolphins hanging out in Florida again or something. I don't remember what happened during that time, but it's crazy. Like it was the crazy amount of change that happened. But
I mean, I guess.
I don't have anything. I guess as far as like, what other like, I can't think of anything that's like outside of the balance of nature that like could just fuck off. Wasps maybe. But then again, it's like you got to think about like they're good at like getting rid of other pest bugs, and so like the farmers would be hurting because now they don't have the wasp. And I'm sure that like the wasp, something eats the wasp. I'm sure, right? I don't know.
Spiders.
That's the thing, man. You start talking about like eradicating a species, and like there is like a whole ecological like circle because like it's all about balance.
Allegedly.
I mean, it's all about balance in Mother Nature. Right?
Allegedly.
I don't know, man. Anytime I feel like historically we've either wiped out a species or like
There's been so many species that are extinct.
yeah, but and like
And
things
we're
aren't
fine.
doing too good, right?
We're fine.
I feel like arguably, but hey, oh yeah, we're supposed to bring good vibes. Good vibes. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're doing. Anyways, what is yours?
So would you say
Mhm.
that you, sir, are an extrovert or an introvert?
Definitely more introverted than I let on, but I can be an extrovert if need be.
Okay. So you're saying you're an introvert.
Yeah, I would argue I'm probably like more
Like
so
a 70-30, 70-30?
Yeah, 70-30 split. Yeah.
I feel like when I first met you, it was like 85-15, and you've become a bit more extroverted in time. And
Yeah.
it comes with comfort of.
I think that like my social battery doesn't get drained as fast, and that like what, but like when
And you've gotten older, and
yeah, when that battery gets low, man, I definitely like I don't want to be here anymore. You know.
So scientists have coined a new term that
Okay.
is neither extroverted or introverted, and it is called the autrovert.
Okay. Hey, I love
Okay.
it when we like progress and like create new
Okay.
things.
Let me give you some of the categories of what an autrovert is. And I am all of these, by the way. They enjoy people, but only in the right dose. They can be social, engaging, and even talkative for a while, but after that, they need quiet time to reset or they feel drained.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I just explained. Yeah, go ahead.
They don't fit into the introvert or the extrovert label. Some days they seek, oh my gosh, some days they seek connection. Other days they avoid it completely. Their energy depends more on the context than the personality labels. Me. They choose their interactions, not chase them. They won't just talk to you to fill in the silence. When they engage with you, it's intentional and it's usually more meaningful. They are observant in social settings. Even while participating, part of them is watching patterns and behaviors. This makes them good at reading people. They need space after being around people. Even enjoyable conversations can feel tiring after a point, so alone time helps them process and recharge.
Okay. All right.
They are often misunderstood. Some see them as outgoing and others see them as distant, when the reality is they just manage their energy differently. They open up fast and then pull back just as fast. In the right moment, they can be very expressive and engaging, but once their social energy drops, they become quiet without warning. They dislike forced or surface level interactions. Small talk feels draining if it goes on for too long. They prefer conversations that feel real and purposeful. They protect their energy without explaining it. They may cancel plans or leave early without long reasonings. It is not disrespectful, it is self-regulation.
That's what we need
They
to
are
normalize. We need to normalize self-regulation.
they are comfortable being misunderstood. They do not try to fit into every expectation. Over time they accept that not everyone will understand their pattern. They connect deeply with very few people. They may know many people, but they only trust a handful. Depth matters more than the frequency of interactions. They perform well in short social bursts. They can be confident and funny and present when needed, but they cannot sustain that energy for long periods without rest.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like we're both kind of what is it called? Introverts.
Introverts.
I think we're both kind of like falling in that category.
I
You know, like you
have,
fall into like heavily like the far end of it where it's like, being misunderstood and like, okay
God,
with
my,
it. But like I also like I need a lot of like downtime. I could be really talkative and then just fall off a cliff and be like, I don't want to talk
I do
anymore.
think, I mean, obviously it's all sort of multi-ended, but you do seek approval and validation a lot.
Yeah, because I like approval and validation.
I think, but I think you seek it.
Yeah, because I like it.
Like you, I mean, I like it too.
Yeah.
I don't know how to handle it when I get it, but I think it's a motivator for you where it is not a motivator for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that might be more
And
of like, just my mental health and whatnot, my
that's
mental illness.
it's more trauma than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. It's not, it has to do not so much with like, being an introvert, but
Yeah. So, um, you know, not to bring the house down or anything, but Cuba, you know, Cuba.
shouts out.
Shouts out.
Shouts out, I guess. I don't like I was thinking about it today. I have no idea how to feel about the situation. I don't know what is even going on. I know that they're talking about like I listened to NPR this morning. They were like some Cubans are happy about the U.S. talks with like taking over and whatnot, and I'm just like, are we? I don't even know what's going on there. I guess I don't know what's happening. So explain it to me like I'm five, please, because I don't know what's going
No,
on.
you got it. Um,
Did
I
I
don't want to
miss
speak.
some
I
kind of
don't want
like
to
press
speak out of
conference?
turn.
Okay.
Kickstarter did ask me what my affiliation with the Cuban government was one time.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so
So no bias
I
whatsoever. Yeah.
shout out Hugo. You look good in that shirt. Um, I think that it's like 1960s there, from what I understand. Like their power grid system and like their
Yeah, they don't have
architecture,
any power right now,
every
right?
Yeah, correct. But that's been going on for
Is that okay? So
a long time. Right now, it's
Shelby
total
asked what was
blackout right
going.
now.
Like Shelby was asking, like, who's doing it? I'm just like, I honestly don't know if it's like the government doing it, if they just don't have power, if they don't have like, I don't know.
Their grid, their infrastructure is not great
Yeah.
because Hugo was going through those brownouts
Yes.
like towards the like back end of Polar Destroyer issue too. So it's
Yeah.
like I have experience with this sort of stuff. But I think right now it's in like current blackout. Like there's just they don't have any power.
Okay, so
Um,
it's like you're playing Civ 5 and or like no, you're playing like what is it, Sim City,
mhm.
and you just didn't create good power plant structure, and so like you
Yeah,
just don't have the power, and like
you
there's
just
a
don't
lot of
have the power.
people and they're all yelling at you, and like you got a bunch of red on the map.
Oh, well, there's a couple of other things too. Like apparently there was a concert, like, and they like had diverted a bunch of power and people's power into this hotel and for this concert, and like it's a bad look, and like the hospitals don't have any power, and so like there's just like
I mean, it
people on
is kind of a
ventilators,
bad
and
look if you're like, let's have a concert, but then like people are dying at a hospital.
again, it's just like this is what's being reported. I don't know personally, um, but I think it's the running theme for the last couple of episodes has been bad messenger.
Yeah.
The message is probably fine. Like, yeah, the most I don't want to speak for any Cubans, but it's like, yeah, they would love to get out from the dictatorship that they live in
Mm-hmm.
and would like to have more of a democracy that we live in,
Okay.
allegedly.
Hey.
But again, it's the messenger who is perpetrating the message is
Mm-hmm.
just like the worst.
Yeah. So
Again,
quick
we're trying to keep it
question.
light. We're trying to keep it light.
I do have a quick question to keep it light. Is Fidel Castro still there?
No, he died a long time ago.
Okay, I didn't because I did hear Castro, but I'm pretty sure it's like a son or something like that. His grandson.
It's like North Korea,
I have no idea, dude.
where it was Kim Jong
Did
Il
we
and
did we take out Castro? I know there was an attempt. There was like
no.
several attempts, right? Like
Castro was like, because like I'm pretty sure Castro was, but he was there for a long time, but he died pretty recently.
because like historically
He
speaking,
died during Obama's,
but like
right?
the thing that sucks is like historically speaking, like with Cuba in general, like listening to anything the government has to say about Cuba.
He died in 2016.
Okay, damn, that's like hey, shouts out. I guess I don't know actually, but it's like, especially with Cuba, like
He was 90.
there's no telling what the real story is because from what I understand, it's like
He was the leader. Okay, I was right. Yeah, it was during like
yeah,
the whole 1959. He was prime minister from 1915. Oh my God, 1959 to 1976, and president from 1976 to 2008.
that's crazy. That's a crazy amount of time to be like leader of Cuba.
So he was around when JFK was president,
Shit,
and then
dude.
the Cuban Missile Crisis and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, which is like I still don't understand it, but cool. I know it's like there was missiles involved. That's all I know. So,
So
but where are we going with that?
is
Oh yeah, like so like my thing is like I understand that people are excited about it and it's like cool, but do they know like about
his brother
Puerto Rico?
Raul took over.
Okay, but do they know about like Puerto Rico and like what happened with there though? Or like the Virgin Islands or like Washington D.C. and how like all these places are technically speaking a part of the U.S.
Right.
but like have no voting rights whatsoever and like
That's
like
because they're countries.
right, and it's like historically speaking,
Well, DC's not a country,
historically
but
speaking, like with Puerto Rico in general,
dude, even when I lived in
got a
Northern
lot
Virginia,
of help from the U.S. So
when I was in Northern Virginia, people were like wanted statehood then.
yeah,
And then like the argument is that there are not enough people that live within the city limits of DC. It's a commuter city. Everybody comes in from Virginia and
yes.
Maryland.
My question is, do they pay taxes? The people that live there.
We pay taxes in Virginia. So I mean, if you live in Washington D.C., then you would pay taxes, right?
Yeah, then they should get a vote, and that should count. Because
I think you have to register. Okay. So you have to register the Maryland side or the Virginia side. You have to like when you live there.
but like Washington D.C. is like a state,
And
right?
it's not. No,
Oh,
it's a
like
city.
Okay, Wait,
It's a district. It is
it's a
the
district.
district of
God, dude,
Columbia.
that's so
It is a city.
confusing.
It is a city, not a state.
But like Puerto Rico, do they pay taxes in Puerto
It's a
Rico?
country
Yeah, but they pay taxes in Puerto Rico.
to the United States.
Yes.
No,
Oh, what? What do they pay it to? Is the Puerto
to
Rico not
to
a
the
part
Puerto
of the
Rican.
U.S.? I thought that were part of the U.S.
It's but it's not a state. The
Yeah,
50
but I mean,
the 50 states pay taxes to the U.S. government.
but I feel okay. But I feel like
Puerto Rico does not pay
that's
taxes
that's the whole
because
thing with Puerto
because
Rico too.
our president is not their president. They have their own form of government in Puerto Rico.
I don't know a lot about Puerto Rico. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
What about the Virgin
really?
Islands? What are they?
The U.S. Virgin Islands,
Yeah.
St. John, St. Thomas, separate countries, part of their American territories.
Okay.
Aruba, okay. Aruba is part of the Caribbean. It is owned by the Dutch.
I feel like they should like teach all this stuff.
It is owned by the Dutch, but they don't.
That's wild, dude. What do you mean?
But
it's owned by the-
it's like 17, 18, 20 miles off the coast of Venezuela.
God, dude, why? You know,
So by the way,
it would honestly be
Puerto
kinda
Rico is a
funny.
self-governing
Okay.
country.
See, I am not gonna lie to you. I thought they were part of the U.S.
They all.
Okay,
It is
that's
an
okay.
it,
Oh my God, what the fuck? Okay,
it is an unincorporated United States territory.
we gotta fix this. Okay.
What it's fine the way it is.
No, because they're not getting help. Okay, they're gonna be. A
They're
part of the
getting their own
US.
help.
But that's the thing. It's like no, they're not. That's what I'm
They're-
saying.
Jacob, we're not getting help and we live here.
Yeah, I know, but they're a part of the U.S. too, dude.
They're
Way
not.
worse.
They are a country.
Man, this is fucking goddamn. It's so goddamn confusing. Okay. Anyways, to keep.
Do
it
you know how
light-
do you know how many like the
No.
Caribbean islands?
No, I don't.
How many there are and how many of them are owned by other countries?
I don't know that answer. I don't. I don't know that answer. Which is like just crazy, man. I didn't know there was so
Think
many
of it-
islands. How
well,
did that happen?
So Japan is just a bunch of islands, but it's all
but, I
one.
mean,
But it's
Ja-
all one
It's
country.
one big island, right?
No,
Japan's
No.
so small too, man. It's so crazy, dude.
it's multiple islands and it's one country.
So crazy, man. I thought Japan was just an island. Just like I mean, I guess it's
Multiple.
islands, two,
It's like
right?
Hawaii, like 17.
It's not that big on the map, dude. They gotta start drawing these maps different, dude. I don't know. Man. You know, some days on this podcast, I do realize how ignorant I am
Okay,
to like things.
according to a 2023 survey,
Yeah,
Japan has 14,125 islands.
that's insane. That's no fucking way. There's not even that many islands in the goddamn ocean, dude.
There are 4 main islands.
What the fuck, man?
Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku.
Next thing you know, you're gonna tell me that Hawaii is more than like 5 islands, and it's gonna be insane. Okay,
Yeah, there's like
I thought there was
Oahu
only like 4.
of Hawaii.
It's like it's like in a row. They're like on a map. I even have a
100
globe somewhere.
It's 137 islands. They're with 8 major islands. The
Dead.
eight primary. There are uninhabited islands.
We've got to fucking fix what we consider an island, okay? Okay, because it's just like 'cause I
The
feel
United
like-
States is an island.
Yes, I get that. It's a continent. No, it's a continent. Thank you very much. Okay,
A continent is an island.
now you split hairs.
Okay, so listen, Hawaii. You have Hawaii, which is the big island. Maui, Oahu, Kauai, Molokai, Lani, Niiahu, and Kaholua.
Okay, so like six big ones.
Eight.
That's close.
Kahalua was formerly used as a bombing range. It's currently uninhabited.
Yeah, dude, that's a whole other story.
There's Niiahu, which is the Forbidden Island. It's privately managed. That
yeah,
sounds.
man, there's a lot of like I need to like go and listen to history on Hawaii because like it's not good. You know, like not Hawaii, but like the U.S.'s involvement in Hawaii is not good. That's what I meant to say. Man,
How many islands make up New Zealand, pal?
if I am not canceled this episode,
Do you know that answer?
what is it?
How many islands make up New Zealand?
One? Is it just one big one right off the coast
No!
of Australia? What the goddamn shit, dude? I don't. So I swear to God, dude, this is fucking stupid. It's dumb. Like they don't teach shit anymore.
Okay,
man.
so there are 600 to 700 smaller uninhabited
that is fucking
islands.
stupid. There's no
But listen,
way.
but there are 2 main islands, the north and south part.
Okay. I feel like somebody. Okay, this is how they document like islands in these other and just in the world. There's like, is that a rock above the water? Yeah, it's an island. Okay, and it's gonna be like a rock like the size of my chair. All right, that's what it's ridiculous. Okay, I feel like our classification of islands needs to be changed, or I need to be educated on how many islands there are in the
How
country.
many islands are in Antarctica? Well, that we don't know because we're not allowed to go.
We just one big one. It's a continent of Antarctica. Okay, got that one
20.
right.
20. There are
It's
20 islands.
insane, dude. Whatever. What the fuck ever, man. God damn.
Do you know that we have islands in the United States? Like New
Yeah, I know
York?
that. Like, what?
New York?
Yeah, that's Long Island. Yeah, that's
Long.
Long Island. Yeah, I got that one. Rhode Island, Long Island.
You're
Isn't
like,
Rhode Island attached to the U.S.? Isn't that's stupid? Like, why do we
you're
call
like,
it?
what? New
Yeah,
York's an island?
yeah. I know that, like, because, like, the Carolinas, they have some islands that are out there. Yeah.
What's that one called that everybody used to go to? Sandy Shore,
There's
Outer Banks.
Jekyll Island. There's
Outer Banks. Yeah, those are all
Dude.
islands, pal.
Which is just like, can you consider it? Like,
Jersey
I
Shore.
feel like you fucking barely fit on these islands, dude. Come on. Are you going to call it an island?
And I mean, but it's a technicality, but it's still, a thing.
Well, buddy, I feel stupid. So,
That was
but
not my intent.
hey, it's never my intent to feel stupid. I just kind of like, this is honestly, I just should. But then it's like, okay, right. Okay, well, you should read a book. Okay, yeah, I could do that. But then, like, how many books have I got to read? I could barely read one and sit down and, like, I get,
Well, you read Dungeon Crawler Carl
yeah,
series.
okay, write history books like those books and I'll be able to read it.
I thought you were listening to that history podcast.
I am. I still listen to it. Yeah. I'm on
Are you?
World War II currently. So.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. What happened recently? Did Pearl Harbor happen? That was a whole thing. And like,
Did they talk about what really happened, or like the textbook?
well, I mean, he talks about the fact that like there's always that conspiracy theory that like who was it? Who was in office? Lincoln? Not Lincoln. Fucking Lindholm? No, not Lindholm. You know,
Lyndon B. Johnson?
was that him? Was he in office?
Sounds right.
Whoever the president was at the time, there was always that conspiracy theory that he knew that it was going to happen and he let it happen so that way they could go to war. But
I mean, okay, because the whole thing about like, so Japan is at war with China, right?
Yeah.
During this time, and basically Japan had been cut off, right,
Yeah.
from like support and like the all that sort of stuff, and all of the boats.
Roosevelt, sorry, it was Roosevelt.
FDR. So all of the boats and ships were just somehow all docked on that day.
Well, I mean, to be fair,
Because the United States needed a reason to enter the war. Because again,
Yeah.
I don't want it's like it gets brought up
yeah,
a lot of how did Germany allow the thing to happen when it's like you don't understand how strong communism and all of that had sort of surfaced itself into the UK and France and Ireland and Northern and all and like all of that all and then dude, they had a Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden in New York City.
That is like a wild piece of history that like I heard about it. I was like, oh wow, that's kind of bad.
Like
That's a bad look
things were not great.
because everybody thought the Nazi thing would blow over. From what I understand, it's like they
It's
were like,
not.
it's kind of like we just kind of let it fizzle out. Eventually, the people rile themselves.
It's more
up
of the
and-
ignorance. It's because World War One sort of just like kind of happened, even though all the tea leaves were there, and like people just kind of didn't pay attention and was
Yeah.
like, no, imagine
never
like,
happened.
yeah, that's never happened. And then like post World War One, things were really bad, right? Into the 20s, the Great Depression. I may have these backwards, but then you had like the Roaring 20s, right? And then the Great Depression was the 30s. Is that right? And
Something
then
like that, yeah.
by the end of the Great Depression, Jacob, we're in World War II. Like there was like 20 years relatively. It's more than that. That was 1919 to like 1941,
Yeah.
something like. So in between that time, you've got the resurgence post-war, but you also have all those people that went to France and they're fucked up and they that's the silent generation, I think. And they come home, and then the roaring. It's hard to say. Can you say that?
Roaring 20s?
It's hard to
It
say.
is, yeah. It's like we're saying
Roaring, yeah.
rural.
But the roaring 20s happen. Then it goes into the Great Depression, and people are fucking miserable, and they're not happy
Do you
with
think
their
it's, I think it's over under how bad it is, how bad we feel today.
I think we have a lot more amenities now.
Yeah, because they didn't have
And
iPads when they were in the
well,
Great
it's not even
Depression.
that, but you got to realize if you're think about this, if you're
Yeah.
10 years old during World War One, you're in your 40s in World War Two. Your life has been miserable your entire life.
You want to
And
go and
so
like fight somebody. You wanna go
it's not
punch
that.
somebody.
It's that okay, for your entire life this system has not worked for you.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So then like these other social systems, these other forms of government
Yeah.
start to like prey on you because it's like why not? Why
That's
not try
weird. They
something
wouldn't
else?
do that. They wouldn't prey on the people who have it hard, right? Like, like to.
So like there's a lot of things like
Yeah.
it's
Fun
scary.
fact: Hitler did not want the U.S. getting involved in the war because that was going to fuck things up for him. And
Yeah.
Japan kind of went out on their own thing and was like, "What if we just blow them all up real quick?" And then Hitler found out, and he was like, "Oh no, that's not good. Why
Yeah.
did you guys do that? That's not good
Yeah.
for us. Why would you do that?" But the Japan were kind of on a high because what is
The
like,
Japan? The Japan?
The
The
Japan, was
Japan.
on,
Japan.
the
The Japan.
Japans. God, the way he
Japans.
says that is so funny in fucking Shogun. We're not being racist, okay? That's how he says it in
Yeah.
Shogun. All right. But no, it's just like they were kind of on a high. And it is insane that like Japan was basically able to keep China, which is like a country that's like triple its size, but it kept them in like constant fear basically.
Yeah, but
and,
China's been trying to get Japan for centuries.
there's some bad blood there. For sure, yeah.
Centuries, dude.
I don't mean
Like-
that in like the racist way. I mean like they don't like each other
Like
kind of way. Yeah.
like Genghis Khan and all that stuff. Like
it might have changed though. Did they like each other now? I'm sure.
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Never mind.
Nah.
I don't know world politics. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You'd have to ask Adrian, but Japan is super conservative and very traditionalist and
Yeah.
um
China's still
To
kind of
a-
like on that communist kick. They kind of like the communism over there, which is like that's whatever I guess.
yeah.
All I know is none of them work. None of the systems. None of the isms.
Not.
Yeah, they don't work.
Well, there's a couple of countries that would argue socialism works.
Yeah, but they're not around anymore, are they? Because we took care of them, buddy. Okay. Being in the U.S.
No, they're still around. They're still around, but
No,
still
that's
around.
not what my
What?
government told me, man. They told me if
Sure.
you try and go socialist, you're going to turn into a communist, and so we got to take you out now.
yeah, that's been the word since before World War II, bud.
Mhm.
That's cool. Hey,
It's supposed to be a light episode.
if you win the war, you control the narrative. That's how it works.
Yeah.
But I wonder what the history books say in Vietnam about the Vietnam War and how
Never
they
happened.
differ from the Vietnam War that we're taught in the history books. Who won that war?
Never happened. So that is weird. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I need to go and listen to the history podcast about fucking Vietnam because I don't know anything about Vietnam. I don't even know why we were there, dude. I don't know why we're there. I don't even know where Vietnam is. I'm gonna be honest.
Dude,
I'm gonna be
Really?
honest. I really don't know where Vietnam is.
you can't find it on your map?
You could honestly sit here and tell me that it was like it's in between us and Canada, and I'd be like, "Holy fucking shit! No way, that's insane." Because
No. It's
I know it's overseas.
an 8. So yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
I think so. Where Vietnam?
Would you take a guess on why we fought Vietnam?
Because
You
we
could
thought it would be really rad.
Like legitimately, like think of
Oil?
all of.
I
Okay,
don't-
so
okay.
that's a great
Okay.
guess, but that is not the answer.
Okay,
So
shit,
if that's
okay.
not the answer,
Communism.
there you go.
Yeah. If it's not oil, it's for communism. Yeah. I think
There
that's like
you
I feel like a lot of American history can be summed up like US history can be summed up like what is this war for? Is it oil?
If not oil,
it's like
then
a big ass
communism.
Venn diagram where it's like, okay, war,
That's a shirt.
oil,
Yeah.
oil, communism. And it's like,
Yeah.
okay, and you just pick
But
and it's
also,
just flowchart.
if not oil, then communism.
That is a good shirt. Yeah, I like that idea. I gotta go back and listen to these episodes so I can like come up with ideas for shirts.
Um, were you looking up where Vietnam was?
Yeah, Vietnam. It's like in Cambodia. It's like no, it's by Cambodia, not in
Mhm.
Cambodia. It's its own country, guys. That's a crazy thing.
Jesus
It
Christ.
is a country. It exists. It's a big
Yep.
country, dude. That's a big.
Yep.
That is crazy. Laos is another country that I've heard of. Thailand, that's crazy. Cambodia. These are all countries that I've heard of, but just never looked at on a map, man. Myanmar, that's crazy, dude. Man, and those are all like, wow. I I don't look at maps
I
enough.
bought you a globe, bro.
Yeah, but I don't sit here and spin it, you know? Fucking get out of here, Nat. Fucking Nat.
You should. I would love to do a thing. I would love to do a game where like I black out like a
Like a map,
silhouette of a
yeah.
country, and you have to tell me what it
I'll
is.
fail hard, dude. I'll fail so hard.
I know
I
you
don't.
would. To be
Okay,
honest with
there's Tajikistan. I fucking didn't even know that was a country, dude. Kyrgyzstan. I feel like I've kind of heard Kyrgyzstan.
Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan,
Cause yeah, Kyrgyzstan. Okay,
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. I know Afghanistan. Don't get me wrong. I don't get me started on Afghanistan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, Iran. Damn, Iran's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Shit, dude. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah. Why would you
Georgia,
even talk about them?
Armenia. That's crazy. Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan.
Okay. Anyways, how are we gonna wrap this episode up, man? Like, how are we gonna spin
Okay.
this in a positive light? You know?
Okay. I mean all this. Can you name how many countries are in South America?
No.
You want to take a guess?
That's like 32.
That's high. No.
Is it high? Damn, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I guess it's like, okay, let me think about it realistically. Like 15.
Well, there's a big one called
Yeah,
Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil, Chile. I know all the big ones like Brazil,
Okay.
Chile, Portugal, Spain.
Nope.
That's
Nope.
overseas.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Wait, Portugal's overseas too. Sorry, shit.
Portugal.
Shit, dude. Aren't Portugal and Spain like on the same little like area?
They're right next to each other.
They're like, isn't like
Close-
Spain like eat
clo-
like
listen to me.
Pac-Man, like there's
Listen.
Portugal.
Portugal and Spain, France, Germany.
They're all in
The
the same
UK.
area. Yeah.
Yes. Italy is below them.
Yes, they're the boot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I did look it up, and Italians are considered white, so I apologize. Yeah, and apparently
You said-
that's a whole thing where it's like they haven't been considered white historically by Americans or by not by Americans, but like other white people. That's like not cool, guys. Hey, you know. But
The answer is 12.
I got close with 15. Yeah, I got close.
You said 32.
I said 15 afterwards.
Oh, okay. You started naming them. It's Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Paraguay, Peru, Suriname, Uruguay, and Venezuela.
I'm having like flashbacks to Spanish class and like having to like fucking put those on a map, and I didn't know it. So, yeah.
Dude, you couldn't do the 50 states. I saw an Instagram video the other day, and I thought it was a bit. It was literally that what I just described. They like the United States is like completely
Yeah,
silhouetted
blacked
out,
Yeah.
and then they have a red dot, and they're like, "Can you name this?" This guy did terrible,
Yeah.
terrible.
I feel for that guy. I get it.
Like, the first one it was like Texas, it was Oklahoma, and I get you would say Texas because Texas is big.
No,
but the other one
Oklahoma's
was
the pot. Yeah, it's the pot. It's
yeah, but like where it was at, it was just like you could tell that was Texas, but whatever. And then like he said Georgia 3 times and got it wrong all 3 times.
Damn,
like,
dude. I'm glad
we know Georgia because like it's close.
Yeah. I'm
But,
glad
like-
that like I'm never on camera not knowing where states are. So
But like I guess if you ask someone out in the West Coast
Mhm.
to name, oh, where's Alabama at? And they're just gonna be like, well, I know where Florida is,
yeah.
and that's
like
it.
if you ask me like okay, like Alabama, Missouri, Louisiana, Mississippi, those are all like super close together. If you black them out, I would not be able to tell you which one was which.
I don't know if you can tell him where Tennessee is, dude.
I know where Tennessee is because it's a long ass state. It looks very
No, this
weird.
didn't have any. This had no silhouettes. It was just it was just the United States. It was black, and they had a red dot on it.
And you had to like guess where that was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No silhouettes.
Okay, that's difficult because it's like
It
I don't know where the
is, but
borders are. I
but
don't
it
know, like,
wasn't because like where this guy was naming Georgia, I'm like,
oh,
bro,
okay, it's
like
like
it's
in New
like
York or some shit. And it's like,
it
oh,
was like
okay,
fucking Illinois, and it's like,
okay,
dude, that's
that's still pretty hard though. You know,
no, it's not.
it's still pretty hard.
I just I I'm not. It's baffling to me how you've made it this far, but also like how were you able to? How did you pass geography?
Barely, you know.
Did you pass geography?
Mhm.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I got a degree and everything, dude.
Th-
I went to college.
That's not what I'm
I
asking.
got a piece of paper.
Passing is C.
Yeah, I passed
I,
it. C's get degrees, baby.
I just
That's my message to all you kids
I
out
just
there.
find it hard to believe that you passed geography.
Yeah, but at the same time, when the fuck have you ever used geography in your life?
You know what?
You know?
Every fucking day.
Okay, yeah. When has it been important in your life?
Every fucking day.
Okay, Nate, give me. You have to give me scenarios, buddy. Whenever
Every
you
fucking
run
day.
into a scenario tomorrow, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm glad I know
But I
geography."
know my
because, like,
fucking states, dude. So I don't. It's second nature to me. I don't think about.
But when has it ever become like, oh, like, hey, fucking gun to your head, you better name the state. You know, never, right? You can look it up on Google.
I have my job. I have to know time zones
Why?
because I deal with people in different time zones.
Okay, so like
That's geography.
send them a message. They don't answer. Whoops.
But
I was sleeping.
now.
Sorry.
Now you're moving the goalposts. You asked if I used it, and I use it
But
every
I'm
day.
talking about like in scenarios where like your job is riding the line because you had to know like algebra, you know. I guess engineers
No.
use algebra all the time, but whatever.
Right.
Fuck them. Who they? You know who they know? What do they know? That's my
Remember
hot
when that
take.
bridge? You remember that bridge that fell a couple years ago in Baltimore? Remember the
One
cargo
boat
ship?
hit.
Yeah, it's still not built.
That's crazy. What are we doing?
I don't know.